Hi, I'm Teodross Avery here on Life and Musik. Today we'll be featuring 3 different vocalists, and we'll also be talking with them and learning about their music. So get ready and check it out. Here we go.
Come on everybody and listen down to the fade-o-do. Little fella play that squeeze box like you never heard before. When I'm a D-string and playing, though you be dancing to that old two-step and swinging to the blues Creole. Na-na-na. Come on everybody and listen, we got a star in town. Folks from the big city came as somebody they're gonna lay a record down. I heard they're gonna travel to New Orleans. They'll be dancing to that old two-step and swinging to the blues Creole. Yeah, 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 yeah. Say ya, but it love. Say ya, but it love. See do it love by Baba. We by it love. Baba Willie our way. Wow. Let him use a handkerchief, and after he finished playing, some fellas beat him low at night. Then I dance that old to boy, swing the blues Creole, no more. He can't swing them blues, no more. Can't swing. Swing no more.
Welcome to Life and Musik. We have vocalist Tiffany Austin. How are you?
I'm great, Tio.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks.
So a lot of people are probably wondering why we're looking like we're so familiar, and that is because I played on your album. Mm-hmm. And tell the viewers about your album.
Yeah, so my album Unbroken, it came out last year, June 2018, and you played on it with a lot of other great cats. Cyrus Chestnut on piano, Carl Allen on drums, Rodney Whitaker on bass, and then Dr. Mitch Butler on trombone, and Ashlyn Parker on trumpet. So we had a lot of doctors in the building.
Yeah, it was a good time. Great record. Yeah, like you really put in the time. You and Mitch did those great arrangements, and it was a great album to be a part of.
Man, well, thank you for getting in on the action. I thought you'd be too busy with all the stuff you have going on.
Well, you know, sometimes that happens, but it didn't happen that time.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the style of music that you play. It's jazz, but it has a very soulful spiritual, bluesy, down home sound. Tell the viewers about that.
Yeah, just, for me, like, I don't like to think about music in terms of strict genres. I think it's helpful as a marketing term, of course, to say jazz and blues and soul and R&B. But for me, the through line is soulfulness. It comes from beyond these shores, and it runs through all the music. And so the DNA is there. So when I'm singing a bebop tune, the blues is present. Soul is present. All of that exists in the same space. It's not like it needs to be partitioned off. And so that's why, I'm not afraid to use R&B inflections in the way that I sing a jazz song any more than I'm, freaked out if I put a scat line in an R&B song that I'm singing. Right. It's all bridged. It's right. All one.
Now, interestingly, your brother is an artist as well.
Yeah.
Tell us who your brother is.
So my brother's name is Razkaz, and he actually lives still in LA. And he's a rapper. He actually is kind of my inspiration, one of my inspirations for becoming a full-time musician, because he never had a day job. He was signed when he was 17. Yeah, he's just always been a musician and has always been super creative. And he always kept like the beautiful rare vinyl in the house. So, go digging through his crates is how I found, Ella, Dizzy, and be able to put the face to the voice, and so it was a great education. And of course, like classic soul that my parents played and classic swing that my grandma played. So it kind of all coalesced.
Well, we want to thank you for being here on Life and Music, Tiffany Austin.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. You sounded fabulous.
Wow. I hope to see you again. I'll be back.
No doubt. No doubt. Thank you.
surrender to the way you feel, 'cause it took one dance of all to bring us here. There's only one love, surrender to the way you feel, 'cause it took one chance of all we are to bring us here. There's only one love, surrender to the way you feel, 'cause it took one dance of all to bring us here. There's only one love, surrender to the way you feel, 'cause it took one dance of all to bring us here. There's only one love, surrender to the way you feel, yeah. One chance of all we are to bring us here.
All right, welcome to Life and Music. Today we have a great singer by the name of Jametta Rose. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. This is beautiful what you're doing.
Thank
What?
you. I'm just trying to, open up some lanes,
Yeah.
because, I feel like there's a whole group of artists out here who need to get heard that aren't getting heard, you know what I mean, or not getting heard enough.
And it's amazing for it to be a musical peer opening that door and making that lane. And so it's just a beautiful sentiment and intention behind it. I think it shows the legacy of music and how we must reach forward and back all the time.
Tell me about yourself. I know you're from Los Angeles.
Yes, born and raised from Los Angeles. My parents are from the South. My dad's from Natchez, Mississippi. My mom's from Delray Beach, Florida. So I'm a first generation Californian.
Oh, cool. Natchez, Mississippi. This is a great musician. Oh, Oludara is from Natchez.
Yeah.
Nas's father.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, my daddy, Jimmy Smith. And so everybody thought my daddy was the organist Jimmy Smith. And I'm like, no, my daddy's the barber Jimmy Smith.
Check that
Equally as,
Okay.
equally as significant to the
He
culture.
got a style when he cuts like Jimmy on the organ, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Be done like 2
Hey,
seconds.
and you out.
Oh, that's what's up. That's cool. I want to talk about your music, your song that you wrote with Joseph Lineberg, Echoes of One. Tell me, what were you thinking about when you wrote that song?
Well, it's funny. I always try to write a love song, and it ends up being a more of a human or a soul love song to everyone. It can apply to everyone. But it started off as a love song, and then the more that I wrote, I realized that I was kind of speaking of a human experience. We said that we would meet here, meet on this plane to love each other once again. All of us, to learn to love each other. And I think that that's what the chaos that we witness every day is us learning to love one another and love ourselves truly. And so that can be and look quite chaotic, and so that's what we're witnessing currently is the humanity at large, the human soul trying to learn to love itself and love one another individually. And so that's what that song is about. Echoes of One is about being an echo of the first divine impulse of life, and that's what we're doing out here. We're figuring it out. We're dancing.
Okay. So it's not a love relationship. It's a humanity relationship.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool. Now, how did you link up with Joseph?
I met Joseph through Shafiq Hussein. We were doing a lot of like session work. We used to rehearse at Joseph's studio in Eagle Rock Ironworks, and then Joseph would play sometimes in Shafiq's ensembles, and so we became friends like that. But I think that Joe just started to have me come by to do background vocals for certain songs, and then he's like, "Do you want to take a stab at writing to this?" And I was like, "Yeah," and so the rest is history now. It's a part of his discography and the great music that he's making. And we both had a great affinity for spiritual jazz and just wanting to feel that resonance again in music. And so I'm championing behind him with what he's doing and trying to do my own thing to bring it back too.
Okay. And for those of you who don't know, Joseph Lineberg is one of the producers on Kendrick Lamar's first debut album. Well, not his debut album, but his big album, Butterfly.
To Pimp a Butterfly.
To Pimp a Butterfly. So he's one of the writers on that.
And Astral Progressions was his own debut album as a jazz artist, which I think was very profound because, as a producer, you can get stuck with where the money is, and hip hop right now is really lucrative. But I think Joe wanted to make a statement with his instrument too, and I think that the next record, which is coming shortly, that I was honored to work on is called cool. The Archer, and it's beautiful. Spiritual jazz is here. Oh yeah, you trying to peek at my piece.
I didn't even, all I did was pick up
just
my dominoes.
Just because I can't hold all mine,
Okay, I mean, I ain't got to tell you nothing. I know you got to go first.
I got to go first because you saw mine. I got the spinner, you see. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. I'm going to play it like I mean it.
Okay.
Can't slam it because mine might fall.
Sure.
You have to be gentle.
Yes, right.
Changes the game a little bit.
That's right. More of a feminine touch.
Yeah, a balance. We still in competition here, but
balance it out.
All right, balance it.
Okay,
let me see. Okay, let me see what I got here.
So tell me something. I know that you like jazz.
Yes.
You like people like Sun Ra, Don Cherry.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about how you came to that music. Like, how did that happen?
Man.
Most people don't like Sun Ra and Don Cherry.
Well, I listen to the tones.
Especially Don Cherry.
The tones, like the energy, the mood of the music. I'm really drawn to music that I write, and so like not just songs. I write stories and poems. So it's good to have music that feels like almost soundtrack-like, but not a soundtrack or a score from, say, a everyday TV show. I don't watch much television, so I like to think of it as like a soundtrack to my living. And so those kinds of music makers like Sun Ra, which was very, like, he has some more straight ahead stuff that I found later, but I found his more avant-garde stuff and really was drawn to it because of the pairing with the the Afro sci-fi. It was like a place. It was like a place. Space was the place. It was like a place to be, and it was like a place to imagine and a place to expand. And so I like that. I like that the music challenged you to do that.
So what can we look forward to from Jametta Rose?
I look forward to getting to share as much love and light and just truth, like authenticity. So not like always good, but definitely truth. I look forward to sharing that until the last breath, and then after that breath, I'll be doing some more sharing, but they ain't figured out how to tell us what that is. But much more music, and like I don't know. I want to share as much of my heart as I can while I'm here. So that's the mission.
That's great. Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate it.
I appreciate being here.
beautiful, yes I am. Despite the lies I've been told, I still am. Yes, it may seem a bit bold, but I am. And it's 'cause God made me so that I am. I've wasted far too much time trying to be what I'm not. I've watched the world pass me by. It's time for this madness to stop. I'm beautiful, yes I am. I really need to believe. So beautiful, yes I am. I'm beautiful, yes I am. And it's 'cause God made me so that I am. Nowadays people won't be what God designed them to be. They're shrinking themselves way too thin. They're sucking their souls from within. They're starving themselves, they're carving themselves, they're selling themselves, yeah, they're killing themselves, yeah. Only they could see the beauty that I see. I need y'all to believe me. You're beautiful, yes you are. So beautiful, yes you are. You're beautiful, yes you are. And it's 'cause God made you so, so you are. I've seen butterflies flutter and fall, ashamed to dance in the light. Wings in the sun, they're crying in the night. I've seen butterflies, they flutter and fall, ashamed to dance in the light. Ashamed to warm their wings in the sun, crying in the night. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, how beautiful are we? Yeah, we're beautiful. How beautiful are we? Yeah, we're beautiful. How beautiful are we? Yeah, we're beautiful. How beautiful are we? How beautiful, oh, oh, how beautiful, oh, we, yeah, how beautiful, oh, oh, how beautiful are we, yeah, beautiful, how beautiful are we, oh, 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 how beautiful are we, beautiful, oh, 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 how beautiful are we, beautiful, beautiful are we, beautiful, 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 for, 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 for.
All right, welcome to today's session of Life and Music. Today we have the great vocalist Joy Jones. Joy Jones, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
You sounded wonderful.
Thank you.
It's such a pleasure to perform with you too.
Thank you. I was so humbled by the experience. Thank you for gracing me with your skill.
Oh, come on, you say that to everybody. Stop
I do.
that.
I do. I'm just kidding.
So, I want to play you some dominoes.
Okay.
Are you open to playing dominoes?
I'm open for playing, but mind you, like, don't be upset if I talk trash.
Okay.
Don't get your feelings hurt if I beat you.
Yeah, it's possible.
I haven't seen these dominoes, so I don't know if they're shady dominoes.
Okay, that is possible, but not with me though. I don't do stuff like that.
I don't know.
Because
but yeah, let's play some dominoes.
All right, so tell me about your sound. It's called Future Soul.
Yeah, well,
Electro Jazz Spirituals. Tell me about that.
I just kind of made that up because I don't know that there is a true description of what it is I do, because I'm influenced by so many different sounds. Mm-hmm. And so when I was in London and we were first kind of putting my first project, people were doing like broken beat and, it's London, so they're doing like grime and all kinds of stuff. So really... Two-step, all of that.
What year were you there?
Oh, this was in like early, mid-2000s.
Oh, cool.
So, Future Soul just seemed to be like the best thing to describe what the sound was, because it was reminiscent of soul, but then it also had like some techno kind of electronic rhythms and African rhythms. So that's kind of how it's described.
About the domino, I think it's your turn.
Why do I have 3 dominoes and you see? Something's not right. Something's not right.
You got a shot almost.
Something's not right with the math.
You got a shot.
Why do I have 3 dominoes and you have 1, sir?
Because you're not better than me.
No, I think you did something extra.
No, I did not.
You did.
How did I not? How did I do?
Let the record show I have 3 and you have 1. You would have extra time.
Okay, you know what?
Let me
take
you see,
one back.
this whole thing is rigged.
Okay, go ahead.
This whole thing is rigged. No.
Go ahead, your turn. Go ahead.
Oh.
Tell me about the other song you performed.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Well, Beautiful kind of in the same vein. Like, actually, both of the songs I performed today are saying the same thing. It's saying, you're beautiful. Yes, you are. And not because you have hair like this or your skin color is a certain tone. Mm-hmm. It's just because you're a beautiful creation. God made you beautiful. Everybody has beauty.
That's right.
And so my hope is that people will hear it and they'll just sing it over and it's a catchy little tune. So maybe they'll just be like washing dishes like, I'm beautiful, yes I am, and then it's affecting them.
That's right.
That's my mission.
That's great. Mm-hmm. I think you're definitely affecting people, and you definitely affected this stage up here today.
Thank you.
And I want to see if you can affect these dominoes one last time.
You know what? I kind of feel like this game is already over. I just feel like it's already over. Some shady stuff is happening.
I tried to tell you that when you came here it was going to be over.
No, not in that sense.
Thank you for coming here.
You're so welcome, my friend.
Thank you. Joy Jones. All right, well, that concludes the show of Life and Music featuring all these great vocalists today. If you'd like to hear more music, please visit us online at Instagram, Life and Music, or YouTube, Life and Music, and you'll see extra footage that you didn't see here. I want to thank you very much for listening to this music, and we'll see you on the next one.